Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. It appears as though I've been unmuted this whole time. Very good. Alright. So, yeah. I'm kind of concerned that it says our overall progress is only 65%. And, I thought this game only had 5 acts.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past
Yeah, I didn't
10.
say anything or
Keep
do
up,
anything.
Doctor.
I've just been sitting here.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing.
You get this day over and over.
Hilda,
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
I'm not broke.
It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Okay, so this is a weird thing that I've been paying attention to because I can't ignore it, and it's like really, really bothering me. Why is my mic so far away? Oh, yeah. That's right. I was battling the cat this morning. Anytime Mariana speaks, her tongue moves like somebody who has a tongue piercing. And she doesn't have, like, an overly pronounced lisp, but there is a little bit of one, but it's like her tongue doesn't quite reach her teeth when she's saying certain words. I don't know. That's just been really, really bothering me. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I just pick up on and I'm like, eh. Anyway. So we have some new people. We have Glenn and Scarlett this time. They're probably just gonna be one-offs. Let's see. We have some notes. That's right. Drea got into our dreams and, slapped us a bunch and also tried to pull our teeth out. So, yeah. Alright. Let's talk to Glenn first. He's the top of the list here. Okay, how are you? Who are you? Why are you? And yes, hopefully we will see Potato David a little bit, well, shortly.
I have no idea. Let's talk about something else.
That was Glenn's response to how are you? Who are you?
Sorry, I'm Glenn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
Yeah, Glenn has just showed up. We have no idea. Oh, God, hang on. Was my voice, like, really low? And animals go in the corner, Glenn. It should be better now. It was okay. Is it too loud now? It's good? Okay. Did it change at all? Between Petra running around on my desk and then resetting everything, everything's kinda... Alright, it's fine now. Didn't expect to be here.
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town. I actually need to do something.
You didn't say anything about that.
Done. Sorry. I was in the middle of a date and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Date?
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case. I stepped through the restroom door into your office. Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
Alright, Portal Man. Why did the camera do that? Should ask if Jaya saw him. Well, he said he just, you know, warped in here.
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime, she won't be there.
Lunchtime?
No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now. Well, Dr. Dekker didn't normally see patients now.
Yeah, tell me about Dekker here then. Too many Ks.
Dr. Dekker was crazy. I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. I don't know what changed him. Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
He was crazy. Walking through doors.
Don't know. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Clearly.
But I'd walk through a door and I'd disappear. And then I couldn't get back. The session was £150 either way, so I paid that for a couple of times and then decided it was a bad idea. As you can see, it's still happening.
Uh-huh. You know what? Part of the reason why my typing is so awful is because I have the keyboard, like, way off to my left here. Hang on. Should help a little bit. Not used to having to type this much during actual games. You disappear?
The doors. I'm still vanishing from one place to another.
What doors?
Interesting question. But I don't know.
Uh-huh. Vanishing?
Dad died. He was on his deathbed and I was complaining about work, women or whatever. It was an idiom. He said, when one door closes, another opens. Then he died. I needed those words to be important. So here I am.
Okay. Life has many doors, and boy, God. Needed words to important.
know.
You don't know? Okay. Dad died.
He was stoic. He had tuberculosis in his lungs.
Oh, that's bad.
That's what killed him. Nobody knew until the end. I never got to say I loved him.
Nobody knew.
Um,
Oh my god. Tuberculosis.
nope.
Nope. Okay. Never got to say you loved him.
Yeah, maybe. He'd split with my mum 3 years earlier. It was messy. It was bad. I didn't talk to him really at all. They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything.
Broke everything, you say.
No. I hadn't seen him for so long. I just let it all out. I screamed, I shouted, I punched the walls. Do you know what he said?
No, I don't. What did he say?
Sorry. Over and over again. Like he really meant it.
That's terrible.
He did. He really meant it. And when I stopped, when I was exhausted, he smiled at me. Like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry. Waiting for forgiveness.
It was getting too heavy. Yeah, it's still, waiting for forgiveness.
I didn't get to. I didn't get to say I loved him. I didn't get to forgive him. He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
How should I know? Don't know what he thinks of you.
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was. There's no going back, is there, Doctor? When one door closes, it's shut forever?
No, it's not shut forever. Oh god. Wait, but he can actually go back to the past.
How? How do I go back?
With the power of friendship. I should tell Glenn to stop feeling guilty, or tell him to just open a door back into the room where his dad was, or go back in time if that helps him deal with it. Stop feeling guilty.
I think you're probably right. I've been trying to address the symptoms and not the root of the problem. You might be the best replacement doctor this place has seen. I'll book a real appointment next time, and you can help me with this. Thanks, Doctor.
Alright. Yeah, just stop being sad about it. So yeah, they both start out orange, and it looks like you don't have to deal with them at all. I don't know, maybe they're just optional characters. Get the camera angle change. I wonder if that's significant in any way. That's something I hadn't really noticed before. Oh, Elon's outfit's cute today. Cause yeah, well, look, the camera looks blurry and kind of out of focus for Mariana. And why are you doing that in the therapist's office? Cause yeah, look at how clear it is on Elon's. And then Mariana's is super blurry. Nathan's is pretty clear. Everybody else's are clear. Glenn's is a little blurry. That has to be significant. I'm wondering if that's one of the sanity effect things. So, yeah, anyone who's unfamiliar with this game, the more, yeah, exactly, the more eldritch they are, probably. So, in talking to all these people, we've had several opportunities to either encourage them whenever they say they have secret powers or whatever. Encourage them to use them, tell them they're not crazy, tell them that it's real. Or you can take, you know, the more grounded approach to it. Just, hey, you're manifesting your guilt or whatever in this weird way, and you need to move past this thing and actually, you know, get through whatever trauma you have. And so we haven't been super consistent. And I really wish I'd been paying more attention. I may have to run through this again at some point off stream and see what happens. But, for instance, when we were talking to Nathan, and he was telling us that, Dekker made the fire appear in his hand, and so he does the thing, and then we actually saw the fire. But then you go through the replay, and it doesn't show it. I'm pretty sure that's one of the effects, because I think if you tell him that you don't believe in any of that stuff, or maybe it's not character specific, maybe it's just in general, I think it doesn't appear. I'm not sure. And then when Elin tried to do her face changing thing, you're not supposed to see anything, but we saw her face change a little bit, so... And then we have Jaya, who's coming into our dreams and telling us that people believe that psychokinesis is real and that she thinks psychokinesis is real. But we need to discourage the others from thinking that. So she's kind of interesting there. Anyway, that was Glenn. We're gonna move on to Scarlet. Yeah, we haven't spoken to her at all, so she's fine. Let's watch if her portraits get any blurry, or any more blurry than they are right now, which is 0. How are you, Scarlet?
No.
Good answer. Who are you?
Scarlet. I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Dekker died.
Who was it that mentioned Scarlet? They mentioned that her name was pretentious because it was spelled with 2 T's. Wasn't it Mariana? Or was it Claire? I remember it was one of the ladies. Last time you saw Dekker.
He was a complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
I think that's what it was. I think she was one of the patients that Mariana thought he was dating. And she was not pleased with her. We still have some work to do on Glenn. We'll go back to him after this. What are you doing on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day was awful. I had a bit of an accident with a creme brulee torch and had to spend the night waiting in A&E. I melted a nail to my finger. It hurt a lot and needed stitches. It's all fine now, though.
What are you doing with a creme brulee torch and a nail? Let's ask her about the paper spike.
Sorry. No.
Okay. Anyway, what did she say about Dekker?
He was
Complicated.
a complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His external persona.
That's what he
didn't
dreamed about. What did Dekker dream about?
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups. That was in the beginning.
Why do you know about what? In the beginning.
Chaotic, dark. Like an earthquake, everything you stood on shifted into something else.
Fighting with something.
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase. Inner demons? Insanity? I don't know. I can visit dreams, but I can't force the dreamer to interact with me.
You can visit dreams. Hi, Galaxy. How's it going? What you been up to?
His dreams were amazing.
What did she say? Like she can't.
Spectrum of colors and creatures.
Okay, we can
It was like Narnia for grown-ups.
go off of creatures in Narnia.
That was in the beginning.
And we said beginning. Okay. What creatures? Yeah, this game is gonna be wild if you've never seen it before. The short of it is that, we are a replacement therapist because our, the previous therapist was horribly murdered. Our patients are dealing with, their own personal traumas as well as some Cthulhu stuff. And we need to figure out what exactly happened. So that's what this game is, and we're trying to figure out who killed him. Ah, very good.
Fluid. Soft. Intricate things. I couldn't draw a picture if you asked. But they drew you to them. They looked a little strange, but you felt compelled to watch them.
Okay, what about Narnia?
I'm a dream walker. I can visit people and help them in their dreams. You've not caught up on all his old patients yet, then?
Dreamwalker, huh?
It's something I've been able to do since I was little. I was born an identical twin, and my sister and I shared dreams. We just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him. I just need to know the person, a little, and know they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
Okay, twins.
Pass.
Walk into dreams. We already kind of talked about that. Help people in dreams. You and Jedi dream fight? Oh my god. How did you help your brother?
That's not something I want to talk about. It's something I've been able to do since I was little. I was born an identical twin, and my sister and I shared dreams. We just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him.
So we need to
I
get
just need
something
to know the person a little, and
from
know
this.
they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
Okay, I needed to say jump into dreams, not walk into dreams.
It's something I think in my mind.
Wrong verb, sorry.
Firstly, I need to sleep myself. I'm constantly tired, so I can pretty much sleep on demand. Before I go, I think of jumping into that person. That's how it works for me. I've tried teaching others, but I don't know if anyone else can do it.
Teach me.
I don't know. Lots of people. Whenever I get close enough to tell somebody about it,
Okay.
the first thing they want to do is try it out or have me visit their dreams. That's kind of why I'm here. Relationships.
Go on. Well, relationships.
It's difficult to sustain them. I'm not just talking about romantic entanglements. It's hard keeping friends, too. Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out. The problem is, I don't normally like what I see.
Alright, what do you see?
Sorry.
You see in their dreams. Are you serious? Don't like what you see.
I think
Okay.
people try to show off.
I have to
Firstly,
exactly
they're
mirror.
a bit shocked if I turn up in their dream. But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a show. But most people can't control their dreams, so they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly. Oh look, I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, why is it destroying New York?
Nobody choose anything! Dreams turn to nightmares.
When you've experienced
Going to
someone's
clown
dream,
college.
if they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone in the eyes after that. It's embarrassing. What should I do, Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up?
I'm gonna say yes.
I know, right? So if I tell them, what can I do to stop pushing people away?
I'm wondering if it thinks that I said to tell her to tell people because I didn't put no at the beginning. Maybe she should just refuse to dreamwalk for them, or be honest about what might happen, or accept they're just dreams. Be honest about what might happen.
Double honest. Interesting. I suppose I haven't really tried that. I might just give that a go.
Okay, so yeah, that's what happened. Even though I told her no, because I didn't put no at the beginning of my statement, it thinks that I said yes. So we're going to be encouraging her, I guess. Let's see, is this any blurrier than the others? It looks pretty clear. But Glenn's is blurry. What else can we get from her?
I know, right? So, if I tell them, what can I do to stop pushing people away?
Do I just... refuse to dreamwalk for them?
So, if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it. I do say no. A lot. But I usually cave eventually.
So I need to tell her all of the things then? Except that they're just dreams.
It's difficult to do when you experience them like I do. But I know what you're saying is right. A lot of the time I assume people are controlling their dreams like I can. But they're probably directed by their subconscious, and who controls that?
Okay. So what, do we want to talk about...
difficult to sustain them.
Still need more information about relationships.
I'm not just talking about romantic entanglements.
We can talk about romantic entanglements.
It's hard keeping.
Okay. Which might actually bring us back to Dekker here.
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that. So yes, I was. Not near the end, though. Not when his dreams started changing. Like I said, my ability ruins relationships. Who told you? Jaya?
No. Well, maybe. I don't remember. Do we have notes about that? We don't. No, Jaya did not tell me. Maybe it was Jaya.
Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Dekker. Sorry, we didn't speak that much. But she was a lot like the other woman. So much control over someone who was supposed to be her superior.
Okay. Maybe it was Jaya who brought it up. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got sick again? No! Oh. Ah, yeah, it came back. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. You're finally not sick though! Hey! Oh, God. Yeah, I thought I remembered you saying you were going to go visit your parents, and so I figured that's where you were for a bit, and I was like, well, maybe not. I don't know. Not that you need to report to any stream, of course. We just worry about you. Oh, well. I'm sorry to hear that you were miserable the entire time, and you, couldn't get a refund on that ticket. That sucks. Oof. Been busy? Yeah, of course. That's understandable. Things return to normal, more or less. Oh, God. Oh, we love you too. Oof. Yeah, that that sucks. Oh, that's... It hasn't happened to me in a long time, but yeah, if you've been sick on and off for a while and you're finally feeling better, and then it's like, ha, just kidding, you weren't good after all. We're in fact going to double down. It's just, oh. Yeah, that's awful. Ugh. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of crappy for the past, like, week and a half. Not actually sick, just really low energy, and then just meh. And that's finally starting to go away. Ugh. Of course, then these past couple days, the cat's been waking me up really early, and then also, like... God, she was pushing all my buttons this morning. I got really mad at her. She's... Ugh. I guess she wanted to play or something, and so she came over and she bit me, but she bit me, like, pretty hard. And I got mad at her, and I feel guilty about it. I didn't do anything. I just, yelled at her a little bit, which you're not supposed to do, because, cats don't understand, but God, I was mad. Oh. We've made up, though. She's fine. She's hanging out in Brood's office window. Jaya controlling Dekker? Oh, I can't talk about that. Yeah, exactly. Cat gonna cat. Yeah, I think she knows she made me mad, so she's kind of, letting me have my space. But I did go over and pet her, and she's okay. As for Brood... Don't want to speak for him, but I imagine he's probably in the middle of something at work. Brood's been Brood. Work has been work. He's hanging in there. Trying to think of anything interesting that's happened. We're married, you can speak for me? I don't think we've really had anything going on, honestly. Pretty much just been depressed and sleeping. And then regular sleep-deprived sleeping during the day because Petra decides to hunt at night, and then there's a cat that comes in our backyard and she gets really upset about it. And then keeps us up because she's all excited about that. But yeah, that's pretty much been our last few weeks. What else should we ask Scarlet about? Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Alright. Did that count as a hint? It did! Ah! I mean, that makes
midnight
sense.
each day.
On
No,
Valentine's
no, no,
night,
no, 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 no.
it's past
Why are you
10.
showing me this
Keep up,
again?
Doctor.
Thinks we're gonna
Why are
smother
you
her in
showing me
a
this
I'm
again?
a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
David Hunt.
There's some
Okay, I can't click through that. What the? Why did it do that?
at midnight. There's
Okay, that's weird. I guess I didn't try clicking through the, things. I've been trying to use, like, spacebar and everything that other games use. Anyway, we have some unfinished business with Glenn. No, it's not shut forever. How do I go back? You can't go back.
Yes.
He doesn't know. Okay. Open a door back.
I hadn't thought of that. I've just been thinking when I open a door, it goes somewhere else in the present, not in the past. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll try that. Now. I'll try that now.
Okay, now he's gone. We don't get to see how blurry he is or anything. Okay, again, so Scarlett and Jaya's portraits are both crystal clear. Elan's is a little fuzzy. Mariana's is very fuzzy. Nathan's is crystal clear. Huh. Anyway, we should probably ask Jaya about Scarlett. But first, we'll ask how she is today. Oh, she's dusting. She's dusting. Scoured through some news on and off, laughed at the situation with Concord. Oh, yes. Woof. I feel so bad for the devs who had to work on that just to, you know, have this be the result. I'm sure they're all about to get canned. Through no fault of their own.
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
Okay, how's work?
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things.
She's dusting poorly.
I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Yeah.
You're all muddled, Doctor. What exactly are you trying to ask? I didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway.
Want to be removed from
Mostly,
videos.
it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
Mm-hmm. Changeable.
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind?
Yeah.
Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
Battle with insanity.
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
Go on. What was the example?
If someone tells you they can fly, You tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
Okay. Are you dusting your glasses with the same duster? Ew! Now you're putting them back on your face! Jaya, you're gross. I feel like they just gave her the duster. It's like, alright, make it look like you're doing something.
If
What are we
someone
supposed to
tells you
glean
they
from
can
that?
fly, you tell them you
Control air currents. Okay, so that just
If
cuts it.
someone
That doesn't.
tells you they can fly,
I can't
you
skip.
tell them you
You can
control
skip the
air
whole thing,
currents
but not
and that
little
from
parts.
now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly.
Uh-huh.
The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
Okay, yeah, danger was going to be my guess there, but danger?
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favorite was the grandfather paradox.
And now I have to type in grandfather paradox. Can manifest solid platinum in front of me.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather. It's a time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
Mr. I'm my own grandpa. Okay. Let's talk about Scarlet.
I don't know about that.
Did you talk to Scarlet?
I don't know.
You don't know, okay.
You're getting closer all the time, but
Ask her about Glenn. Okay, did you see Glenn?
no, sorry.
Okay, she has no idea. Talk to Glenn.
Interesting.
Ah! Yeah, she knows nothing. He did just wander in here. I spelled grandfather wrong. My typing is only slightly better now that I've, moved the keyboard over. I can type quickly. It's the accuracy that's the problem. Oh god, what's going on in the magic community? EDH's variations, so to speak. CEDH stands for competitive. Okay. Format is not regulated by wizards, but rather by the so-called rules committee. These guys outright refuse to ban problematic cards and take action when it's needed. So some dudes decided to create their own rules committee with blackjack and hookers. They immediately got slammed on Twitter for not including any women. Oh, God. Yeah, that's, unfortunately, that can mean pretty much anything on Twitter. It's hilarious because these guys are relatively big in the magic community. Also, members only from the US. Oh, God. They made a huge announcement. Now they're getting laughed at and being mocked for poor decision making. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I'm surprised I haven't seen anything about it yet, but, my Twitter's mostly taken over by, memes and... Well, not those memes, but... other stuff that I don't want to talk about. Oh, Twitter. I would say never change, but I'd like you to change a little. Yeah, exactly. The usual Twitter crap. God, what else do we ask Jaya about? Toxicology report. I forgot. We have new evidence to look at. There we go. His name is Dr. Dekker. He still has no, actual name. His first name is Doctor. Alright, so he's got ethanol and temazepam in his blood, which is great. So yeah, we can ask about that. We also have a loan agreement. That's right. He loaned Mariana some money. £15,000. Arrangement fee £1. Interest amount 0. Term 36 months. By signing this agreement, the borrower agrees to accept the sum of the loan amount and to repay the loan amount in full within the term stated. Some of the loan will be transferred by the lender into an account designated by the borrower within 14 days of signing the agreement. Okay. It's agreed that the loan shall attract no interest, and in lieu of accruing interest, the lender has agreed to the payment of the arrangement fee, which is due before transfer of the loan amount. Lender also agrees to consider the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement as long as this event occurs within the term of agreement. Okay. So Mariana's got a little bit of a motive for wanting him dead. Loan agreement.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Thank you, Jaya. Alright, we'll ask about the alcohol. Ethanol in toxicology report.
Some people would say Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
My timeline is sworn by Dragon Age news and discussions. I don't want to participate or look at them. Yeah. I am going to play that on release. We will be playing that the second it comes out. Well, maybe not the second, but but yes, we are playing that on release. And yeah, apparently they just released some more gameplay footage, like 20 more minutes, which I still haven't watched the original gameplay footage, so I'm just going in completely, pretty much completely clueless here. But apparently this new stuff is, filled with spoilers, because it's from somewhere during late game, and the people doing commentary are explaining the context of the fight, and it's kinda like... Guys? What? The first batch was good? Yeah. We'll see when we get there, I suppose. But yeah, you definitely don't want to see the new stuff they just put out. I didn't see anything. I just saw somebody talking about how it's spoilery, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'm good. Stress from new patients.
There's a lot of stress in here. We're dealing with people's lives. How do you relax, Doctor?
How do I relax? I don't. Next question. I relax with food. Alright, sounds good. You keep not being sick. We'll be back on Monday. With food.
I love food. It will be my downfall. Stress eating is the worst.
I relax with alcohol.
The bottle can be comforting.
I relax with sleep.
It must be frustrating, always asking and getting nowhere. Are you frustrated, Doctor?
Is that an actual response, or is that... Okay, Temazepam.
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have.
Yeah,
I'm not
good
allowed to
seeing you
prescribe
too.
either.
Hugs!
Dr. Dekker had me try to forge
Have
his
a good
signature
weekend.
once, but I was woeful.
I misspelled that again. That's supposed to be Temazepam. Whatever.
I don't take
What
sleeping
did he say?
tablets, never have. I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Dekker had me try to forge his signature once, but I was woeful.
Jesus. Forge signature?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to try and forge his signature to make sure that I couldn't.
Uh-huh. You couldn't forge signature?
He just wanted to feel safe, I guess. Once you get a prescription pad, it's your fault if it falls into the wrong hands. I suppose it does sound a bit overcautious, doesn't it?
I mean, nobody can read any doctor's signature, so... Okay, what else can we get from toxicology report?
Some people would say Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
Okay, tipple.
I've been known to drink, not as much at the moment, not as much as Dr. Dekker did. He kept at least one bottle in his desk drawer at all times. You can't imagine the amount of times I wanted to sneak in and have some.
Okay. Could someone have spiked drink?
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink. Most people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk. Wouldn't have been that hard to empty out some capsules into it. Maybe the police should get fingerprints?
Yes. Get fingerprints.
I'll go and suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime.
We'll get Nancy Maple on this. Alright, Jay is good for now. So maybe it wasn't her that mentioned Scarlet. I really think it was Mariana. We got desk booze, let's go! Alright. Here's Bryce. Let's see. Jaya still seems a bit... I don't know. It might be fine or it might be slightly fuzzy. How are you, Bryce?
I'm fine. I'm worried. My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with him.
New skill?
Last night, I saw him draw something from his jacket. He was approaching me, grinning. I had nowhere to go. So I closed my eyes and imagined, well, I imagined being back home.
I call it a gun.
And when I opened them again, I'd teleported.
Great. Bryce can teleport now.
I was as surprised as you are. I just imagined I was somewhere else, and there I was. Perhaps Dr. Dekker was right. Think of something, and it becomes real, if you believe in it. But I'll only do it wisely. Imagine the mistakes you might make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
We've got like 3 other people who can do that. What else he got? This is just the X-Men recruitment video again. Oh my god. Yeah.
My pursuer. He's measured in his approach, watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me though, and that allowed me to escape. He didn't think I'd be able to just leave. Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor? Oh, I think I might know.
You took my joke. I was gonna say, yeah, I hate the pursuer too. But you just put him in front of the trebuchet and it's fine. What exactly did he say? He said he figured out how to do something about him. Oh,
he's
God.
measured in his approach, watching.
I need to mirror back the exact words.
When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me though, and that allowed me to escape.
Now we have to watch the whole thing again.
He didn't think I'd be able to just leave.
God, I want to play Dark Souls 2.
Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor? Oh.
Okay, why is he coming after you?
I think he's death, Doctor.
Okay.
I think I saved that old woman from burning to death in bed, and now he's coming after me to even the score. Do you think it could be death?
No, I don't think it's death.
It's just me. I'm going crazy. I'm so strange. Everything about me is strange already, but to have another presence in my hour, it's unhinged me.
Yeah, that's what caused it. Unhinged.
No, don't know.
Okay, Okay, military. That just goes back to pursuer. Death. Okay. Anything about Dekker?
Your questions seem to be...
Oh my god. That is not irrelevant. Do you know Scarlet?
Sorry. No.
Okay. We already got teleportation, because it's just gonna say... I mean, yeah, okay. That just gets filed under teleported. God. Okay, yeah, we need to ask about sleeping pills. Sleeping kills, Jessica... Sleeping kills. Pills, Jessica, work, and alcohol.
My other doctor had prescribed me sleeping pills before I came to see Dr. Dekker. I think they were called temazepam. I never took them.
Why didn't you take them? And it's...
No.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Jessica.
I saw Jessica across the street this morning.
She had clothes
She
on.
waved, but I just crumbled. Ever since I took those photos, I haven't been able to face her. Do you think I should tell her about the photos, Doctor?
No. No, do not tell her about the photos.
I didn't think I should either. She'd hate me forever. Maybe when she next waves, I'll at least wave back.
Just, we maybe, don't tell her about that, my god. He will be put in prison. Probably psych ward. How is work?
Work is fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore.
Okay. So we're just going
I
in
stole a
circles.
painting. There, I've said it. It was from the local gallery, Providence. I really like it, but I can't afford it. So I took it.
And now it's just in your house. So, like, what? What painting?
It's a painting of a spider in a large web on the pendulum of a grandfather clock that's stuck at 3:15. The spider from the painting. I'd like to think it was me. Like, I was lying in wait and spinning some elaborate trap in my midnight hour. It's more likely that I'm just the fly.
Yeah. It's a painting. I'd be more surprised if the clock wasn't stuck at a time. Thank you. Falling behind at work.
I don't know anything about...
Stress.
Ask me something.
Oh my god. Providence Gallery.
Providence is the name of the local gallery here. Always lots of new art and artists, if you only visit once a year. Like I do, anyway.
Okay, that's a dead end. What's new with grave digging? How's your shovel these days? Dekker, alcohol.
I never saw Dr. Dekker touch a drop. Doesn't mean it wasn't going on behind closed doors, though, does it?
You would know about closed doors, wouldn't you? Alright, what else can we get from this then?
I stole a painting. There, I've said it. It was from the local
Okay,
gallery.
stole.
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor? If I really like them?
No! Not okay to steal things, Bryce.
I thought you'd say that. I will do my best to refrain from it.
Yeah,
but
recently,
I can't
huh?
promise anything.
Don't steal stuff, come on! Sorry, comparing the other portraits. Hi, Claire. How are you?
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl. I need to do something.
What did David do?
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat. I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
Doesn't smile anymore.
Sorry, I don't know about that.
Okay, cat.
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka, she was crying because her cat had gone missing, and she thinks that David killed it. Doctor, I'm worried.
Please don't make me type Anushka.
I spoke to her again. She wouldn't tell me her name, which is quite right. I am a stranger after all. So I gave her the name Anushka. She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
I mean, he is a zombie. Like how he was more indignant about admitting to stealing than taking the naked pictures of Jessica, yeah. Man at lake house.
David hasn't been well. Otherwise, I'd taken you. Shall I bring him to you next time?
No, do not bring David here.
You still don't believe me, do you, Doctor? Then it's settled. I'll bring David to our next session. Though it will have to be just you here, and late at night. I can't have anybody else see him.
I will call the police. Wait, no, that's how Resident Evil 2 happened. Never mind. Cat missing. David not well. Is he a zombie, Claire? Okay.
Yes,
Ask about
sorry.
Cat again.
I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka, she was crying because her cat had gone missing, and she thinks that David killed it. Doctor, I'm worried.
Worried, okay. Why? Worry.
I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list. I can't stop him.
Why can't you stop David?
I can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that...
It's just like when we were married. Starting to think what? You tried turning him off and on again.
that I need to put David out of his misery. That I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him.
Again?
Again.
Uh-huh.
What shall I do, Doctor? Should I kill David?
Yes. He's a zombie. Yes. I'm a bad therapist. I don't care.
I love him so much. But you're right. It's time. He's becoming a danger to people around him, not just himself.
Give me pictures of David. Ah! Rip the zombie band-aid off. We got his whole arm. It's just, I'm just gonna put this down. Okay, what else can we get off
There's
of
no
how
lake
are
house
you?
today, sorry.
No lake house today, okay.
David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the
Lake
girl.
house problem.
I need to do something.
Lake house.
Sorry, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Clearly. Problem.
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Doctor!
Jesus!
Sorry.
God,
I found some
Jaya!
of the referral letters we were talking about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. He said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
Problem! Oh, okay. Now she just won't respond. Let me check my notes. There's something strange about these solicitors' names. Alright, let's see. Alright, referral letter 1. Hackett and Brown. Dear Dr. Dekker, I refer a client to your clinic for evaluation. Claire Castleford. She's being charged with the murder of her husband, and we require your diagnosis as to whether she was of sound mind and had the men... Uh-huh. Had the mens rea required for the crime? Okay. Let's look at 2. Chart, token, and BAW. Dear Dr. Dekker, we believe that our client, who has only given us her first name, Mariana, is mentally unstable and would like your expert opinion on this matter. We're happy to cover all your costs and look forward to receiving your report forthwith. Uh-huh. Oh, that's a legal term. I thought this guy was just zombieing out here. And typoing everything. Okay. That's my bad. Because I thought that was supposed to say means required for the crime. Alright. So it's mens rea. The intention or knowledge of wrongdoing that constitutes part of a crime as opposed to the action or conduct of the accused. Okay. It is legalese. Alright. So something strange about the names. What else we have? And Cat Roundbeck. Mm-hmm. For the attention of Dr. Dekker, I am referring yet another client to you today for further psychiatric evaluation. It is my hope that you concur with my suspicions and are able to find him insane under the guidelines set out within the McNaughton rules. Okay, this doesn't even have a name on it. So let's look. So we've got Hackett and Brown. And they're all anagrams. Jeremy Irons. Okay. Also, this is a typo. That's supposed to say "ba." Anyway.
My solicitors did refer me, but I ended up going privately as it was cheaper. I'm paying them enough already without them getting a percentage of my therapy bill.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what else do we need to ask about? Dekker, alcohol.
If Dr. Dekker was an alcoholic, he hid it well. I never saw him drink. He certainly never offered me a drink. God knows I could have used one.
Sleeping pills.
I've never used sleeping pills. I'm too afraid of what would happen to me in my sleep.
Mm-hmm. What else? We're still not done with Claire. You talked to Bryce or Iris. Ah, did you remember the photo?
Oh yes, here.
Alright, let's look at zombie David.
From a few weeks ago. As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
Uh-huh. You talked to Bryce. But he's smiling, yeah.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up so I'd talk to Iris again, did you?
No, I didn't make it up.
Then Mr. Bryce seems to have a few more issues than me. Perhaps you should ask him about that.
Uh-huh. Iris says she wasn't locked in the basement.
How extraordinary. So the girl in the basement was somebody that Claire knows, and she's adamant that I didn't rescue her. I really wish I'd taken photos now.
Okay. This is closer to his new schedule. He's probably not gonna go very long today either, because he's still sick. Alright, Elin. How are you?
Hilda died last night. I was there. Well, I was there as her daughter. It was nice. She had a good death. She got to say what she wanted to say.
Good death.
Hilda was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
Amelia?
Amelia's Hilda's doll. She used to have about 9 or 10 of them, all glassy-eyed and creepy looking, with frilly dresses and curls. All over her room they were.
Blech.
In the end, we had to get rid of them. They weren't very hygienic. But we let her keep one, and that was Amelia.
Okay. How's Terry?
Terry hasn't been into work for a few days. I hope there's nothing wrong with her.
Uh-huh. Nothing wrong with Terry. Hmm. Um. Hmm.
Most people have taken sleeping pills at some time or another, haven't they? It's probably quite easy to get hold of them. Although, I have to get a doctor to sign a prescription if I need any at work. It's probably the same for Jaya.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about
You
that.
don't know anything about prescriptions. Easy to get sleeping pills. Jaya.
Jaya seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
Jaya work. Jaya seems nice. Have you talked to Jaya? Jaya. Prescription? What are we supposed to do with Jaya
seems
here?
really nice.
Place like this? Okay. What kind of place is this?
Sorry. No. I just mean, get all these weird people coming here. I mean, I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but a couple of them have seriously given me the creeps.
This coming from the self-proclaimed angel of death. Well, I guess her, co-workers were calling her that, but... I'm sorry, self-proclaimed shapeshifter. There we go. Okay. What do you think about Jaya? What do you think about Bryce?
Bryce? I'm not sure who that is.
Okay. What do you think about Claire?
She's a slightly older one, isn't she? Always well dressed? Yes, her. I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is cold. Actually, I think I sort of know her. Claire Castleford, isn't it? Apparently, she attacked her husband or something.
Yes. What do you think of Mariana?
I don't think I know her.
She saw you once. What do you think of Nathan?
I don't know who Nathan is.
What do you think of Lacey?
I don't really know anything about that.
Okay, that's not even registering as a person. What do you think of... Who else do we have? Oh, Elin was the only one. I mean, we can ask her about Scarlet.
Doctor, I'm not sure I should be answering questions.
What do you think of Elin?
Sorry.
That was Eleni. That's fine. Okay. I kind of figured she would have more to say about Claire, but I guess not. Dekker, alcohol.
Yes, I'm happy to talk about either of those things. Where shall we start?
Did Dekker drink alcohol?
Narrow it down for me, Doctor. What?
Alcohol in toxicology report.
Dr. Dekker drank a bit.
God!
I didn't say anything about it, but well, it's not very professional, is it?
It is not.
I mean, it's not like he was drunk. Must be very stressful being a therapist.
It sure is.
Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
Yes, it is stressful.
I can tell just by looking at you. This job has really taken its toll on you.
I know, my insanity is rising at a concerning rate. What else do we ask about? How is work?
I'm not really helping, am I?
Oh my god. Do you still think about Dekker?
I think of Dr. Dekker every time one of my patients dies. It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum. He was a good therapist. He was a lousy son.
Okay, there we go. I thought I remembered her having a little bit more about Sarah. That's where it was, okay. So yeah, Aylin's is still a little bit fuzzy. But now it's time for some real fun. Let's go nuts over here with Mariana. How are you?
I feel thirsty, Doctor. And hot. Do you have any water?
Yes, I have water.
I've been drinking a lot of water recently. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while. It's like it's getting worse because I didn't go to the sea. It's like I'm having...
What are you having?
I don't feel well. I feel sick most of the time, dizzy, thirsty. I got a head fog like you wouldn't believe. My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
Dr. Rose.
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor. It's calling me.
Uh-huh. Vitamin deficiency.
Don't know.
Okay.
Dr. Rose thinks
What
maybe
else
I have a vitamin
about
deficiency.
Dr. Rose here?
I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor.
The sea.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. No, do not go back to the sea.
I know nothing.
Okay, we know, honey. Dekker.
I think of Dr. Dekker.
Oh, that was still Aylin, sorry. Dekker alcohol.
I've seen Dr. Dekker drink, but not that much. Certainly not during our sessions. He had other things on his mind, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Sleeping pills?
What's temazepam? Why are you asking?
No one said temazepam. Pills in toxicology report. No, that's why I'm asking. I'm telling her.
I don't take sleeping
Okay, I
pills.
had to say
Never
temazepam
have been.
again.
When you suffer blackouts already, you don't really get offered anything like that.
That's fair. What What
I
else
think of
about...
Dr. Dekker
Oh,
every
that was
time.
still Elin. God. Sorry. Yeah, let's talk about that loan.
He lent me some money to start my business. It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
Mm-hmm. Should take a look at the contract. Yeah, we did that. Oh no, that was right. Oh no, never mind. Loan agreement. £15,000.
Mainly rent.
Uh-huh. Paid in full.
That doesn't mean anything.
Uh-huh. What else can we get for that? What is your business?
I'm sure you've asked me this before.
Mm-hmm.
I sell necklaces made from things I found on the beach. He lent me some money to start my business.
What else can we get from this?
It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction...
Okay.
Dr. Dekker thought I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me $15,000, all in all.
Okay. Solicitors?
That's not something I know anything about.
Uh-huh. Stop sitting on the couch like that. Let's see, what? She said she was thirsty, dizzy. Alright, the sea is calling you.
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea.
Many people can.
It's like an alarm going
It goes
off in my head. Do you know where the sea is? From here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know exactly where the sea is.
It's all around us,
It's
Mariana.
like a compass.
It's you literally point anywhere and you're going to find an ocean. Like what? Compass.
I know where the sea is. Wherever I am. I'm an Aquarius. Maybe this is a water bearer thing.
Nah, don't you start with that. We've already got enough without you bringing that in here. Sure.
No. This sounds crazy.
Okay, alright. What
I
else
can
can we
hear the
get from
sea.
that then?
It's like
An alarm.
I hear a sound like singing, calling me. It gets stronger when I face it, when I move towards it. That's how I know where the sea is. But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping. Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all.
Uh-huh. Alright, has anyone else followed you?
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed, though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts.
Alright, new notes. What happens to the people who follow Mariana? We already asked that, but okay.
I said I don't know what happens to them.
Yeah.
It's not always to the beach. Sometimes they follow me home.
Why do they follow you home?
That's too many things at once.
No, it's not! It's one question!
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
What? No, I did not ring your doorbell.
If you say so, it must have been your twin then.
Somebody did text Jaya from our phone and ask for her address. Do you know Scarlet?
Nope.
Chantry.
Why are you asking me that?
You literally just said you live there!
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Who rang your doorbell? Yeah, I already said no. My twin?
I don't know if I have a twin. Do you have a twin, Doctor?
No. Don't have a twin.
I know you don't. It was definitely you, wearing what you're wearing now.
No, it wasn't.
Ask me something else.
Ah! What happened last night?
No.
There's a couple of them that just straight up say no, but I think hers is the funniest. What happens when people follow you home? Okay, what else? Oh yeah, you talk about the beach a lot is another one, but yeah, why would I come to your house?
I don't know. I didn't kiss you, but you just followed me, like the others. I don't feel comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like to leave.
I got your money, you can go. About the beach a lot.
I have this recurring dream. I'm at the beach. I
Yes.
strip and walk into the sea. The sea feels warm and comforting. Not cold and harsh like you'd think. I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water. On the ocean floor ahead of me, there is a beautiful creature.
Oh, that's right.
A glowing being with wispy limbs. It's so warm. I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh. Dead bodies, but some of them still struggling for life. And these are the ones touching me, gripping my feet. I scream. That's when I wake up. Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Okay, Mariana, you're describing Reddit.
It's horrific and beautiful at the same time. It's a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
Stranger Things happens on Netflix. Was it Nathan who knows Scarlet? Nobody else seems to know.
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients. Mariana. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
No, do not date Mariana.
Break it down for me. I can't answer.
Look how blurry her portrait is. I don't know if it changes in between acts or what. Anyway. Do you know Scarlet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Don't sass me. Dekker. Alcohol.
You're confusing me again.
Did Dekker drink?
Break it down for me.
Oh! Okay. Sleeping pills.
If you get the combination of alcohol and sleeping tablets just right, you can knock out an elephant. I've no idea what kind of animal Dr. Dekker was. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
Truck driver died.
The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced apparently. He killed himself. He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol too. But he died in his garage.
Mixed pills and alcohol.
It's funny how when somebody dies, all their bad traits come out. Yes, Dr. Dekker was a heavy drinker. He would often pour himself a glass during one of our sessions. Pretty rude.
Okay. Driver was divorced. What else were we supposed to talk
The
about?
truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced apparently. He killed himself.
Uh-huh.
He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol too. But he died in his garage.
Okay.
I read it in the paper. He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window. Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
Oh no!
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves
God.
behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know I wrote him a letter?
Go on.
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me. Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
Yeah? I mean, there's no way I can say that you weren't involved in that at all. Yes, you are to blame. You did bad, Nathan.
I didn't think you'd say that. I think in the court of law, I wouldn't be found guilty. There was a picture of his daughter in the paper.
God.
Molly.
Tell me about Molly.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye. Like she's watching me. Crazy, right?
Oh boy. Let's talk about Hannah. You don't know. Loops.
Sometimes I wonder where you're going with some of these questions.
You have day loops, what? You are Groundhog Day. Your day's still looping.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh my god. You can see Molly. We have nothing else to go with there. Anything else about Dekker?
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
Yes. Trying to do both.
Nope.
Trying to figure out who killed Dekker, I guess. Trying to cure patients.
It's been nice chatting with you. Don't get me wrong. But I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
Who was trying to kill Dekker?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages. He didn't tell me anything specific.
Go on.
Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotize me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing.
1, where are the pills? 2, give me the pills. Oh my god. Look at David again. I keep expecting a jump scare anytime it zooms in on this desk here. Alright, that's all we got. Everybody's cleared. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quickly, and then we will, move on. Alright, grab myself a little snack too so we can keep going. Moving on.
You said you'd help me with my problem, but he's still here.
I forgot about this part. Hello, Mariana. Who is still here?
Dr. Dekker. He wants me to kill people.
Why does Dekker want you to kill people?
He wants them to follow me to the sea, to the creature.
What creature?
It eats them. It's getting stronger. Dr. Dekker says when it's strong enough, it's going to walk again. That's why I black out.
Why do you black out?
He doesn't want me to know. He doesn't want me to remember. I'm feeding a beast that wants to eat us all. You've got to tell me, Doctor. You have got to tell me the truth.
What truth?
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
Dream?
Let's concentrate on the problem, shall we, Doctor?
What's the problem? Brood reluctantly singing Ocean Man.
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
Alright, you wanna play Fortnite?
I say a word, you say a word. Ready?
No.
Guilty.
Oh my god. Conscience.
Always the pretty ones that are the slowest.
You.
The longer it takes for you to get to the bottom of this, the more people will die.
What word?
You know what I want. Focus.
I don't know what you want. What? Guilty? Verdict.
You're disappointing me.
Sad.
You're disappointing me.
Sadder.
Always the pretty.
I can't just. I did spell verdict wrong.
The longer it takes.
Dekker.
I say a word, you say a word.
I guess I
Ready?
need to play this again to prompt it.
Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Murderer. You know what I want. Focus. Let's concentrate on the problem, shall we, Doctor? The longer it takes for you to get to the bottom of this, the more people will die. You're disappointing me.
That's not how this game works, by the way. Doctor?
You know what I want. Focus.
Oh wait, is this the part where I actually have to say a name? Who we think killed him? That's probably what it is. I don't know. You think it's not Nathan? Because he's still one of my top suspects. With the whole sleeping, hypnosis thing. It was probably Jaya. Okay, so... Anybody just tuning into this? This is my second time playing through this game. The killer is supposed to change? The first time we played through this, the killer was Jaya. Let's see if it's her again, though, because she's got the reference letters and all of the evidence that she keeps, let's see.
That's a good doctor. Now, just give me those 3 little words and I'll let you go.
German chocolate cake. Yeah, that's a hint.
Yes. Yes, you do.
I typed it in backwards and she thought it was fine. Oh, God. Let's go. I guess
You rang
Jaya's
my
our guest.
doorbell.
The truck driver
The little girl.
killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly.
out of his misery.
Is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets.
Fingerprints?
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, doctor?
Oh, doctor. You look... There's something I need to tell you. I can't find Dr. Dekker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it. Let me know if you find it, anyway, and ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
Oh, yeah, this outfit. Yep. Alright. Prescription pad is missing. You should ask the patients about it. Let's go ahead and go to Jaya first, because otherwise I'm not gonna remember to ask her about Mariana.
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty, but have you considered that Mariana may
Legal.
have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him? As she had most to gain. She got all the money if he died, and it makes most sense, doesn't it?
It's 100% Jaya again. She's trying to deflect.
I'm worried about you, Doctor. You seem quiet and, well, it's just your fingerprints on the bottle. Maybe you touched it by accident? You didn't know him, did you? Then why are your fingerprints on his vodka bottle? No, don't answer that. Oh, the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker, who hasn't it touched? I'm so worried.
She said it! I have to become Superman 4! A quest for peace. Why are my fingerprints on the bottle?
I think you know what I'm going to say. I don't know.
Okay. Why worried?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
Bryce, Claire, Elin. Jaya might think I'm going insane. Which is interesting because look at the outline around this one. It's like gone. Unless that's just my monitor. God. Cause yeah, I'm thinking that's like my sanity meter maybe. We'll see. Anyway. Do you think I'm going insane?
Who measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy. Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up. Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing.
We've already talked about that? No. What else do you want, Jaya? Grief and death threats. Yeah, tell me about those.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
Did you spit in my coffee, Jaya?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers. If you believe in that sort of thing.
Hey, David, how's it going? Jay, you didn't answer the question. Did you spit in my coffee? I'm still gonna drink it. I just want to know. It's still coffee. Also, I spelled coffee wrong. God, I can't type. Alright, so Dekker's the kid that wants their secret power to be all the powers. Got it. Want their powers.
I once spoke to a patient here who claimed to be able to teach me how to get inside other people's dreams, but how would you know if that worked? Have you had any strange dreams lately, Doctor?
You were in my dream, Jaya.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. So yeah, we still didn't get anybody fess up to talking about Scarlet previously. I have no recollection of who it was, so... Dekker used people?
I don't know anything about that.
Clearly. How's your grief, then?
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related. My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
Okay, that could have caused some trauma. It's fine. We're not getting on spelling during the stream. Everybody go nuts. Spontaneous combustion, eh?
According to Professor Alderby, people can will themselves to die. Some people will have heart attacks, some people will have strokes. Those who are truly despondent, they're the rare few that spontaneously combust. I'm not sure if I believe in all of that.
Jesus. Okay. Let's go back to, did you spit in my coffee?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their power.
Professor B sus, and I only been here about 5 minutes. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the whole game. All these people are hella sus. Special patients.
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So we made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
Yeah, I'm gonna accuse the patients, because I don't want to, call any attention to myself. Alright, so the whole premise of this game is that, Dr. Dekker, the titular character, has been murdered. He was a, therapist, psychiatrist, one or both of those. And, this is his former assistant, Jaya, as well as, we have this list over here of his former patients. He was murdered in his office, in a kind of grisly way. And so we are trying to figure out who murdered him. In the meantime, we are also helping with these people deal with their trauma, and also there's some Cthulhu madness stuff going on. So, Jaya mentioned psychokinesis. So we've got some special powers going on. This is Bryce. He has a 25th hour of his day, where time stops and he can pretty much run around and do whatever he wants. This is Claire. She stabbed her husband with a steak knife, killed him, and then revived him, and he's a zombie. This is Elin. She's a nurse. Her coworkers call her the Angel of Death. She is a shapeshifter. She can change into her patients' loved ones, and she uses that as a means to comfort them before they die. This is Mariana. She's a siren. 100%. And then, get another look at her. She is very pretty in that dress. I like that outfit on her a lot. And then this is Nathan, who's got some grief. His fiance was killed in a car accident. And his whole deal is basically Groundhog Day. He's been trying to deal with the grief and move on from that, but all of his days are looping and only doing something drastic like burning some belongings of his late fiance or something like that has caused time to move forward. There are a few other characters we've seen sporadically through this. They just kind of pop in, dump their craziness into us, and then I go, okay, get out. Like, there was a professor who came in and it was quantum gambling. And, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we are trying to help them. Or encourage them to continue with their superpowers and stuff. That's really up to you. But no matter what we're doing, we're still trying to figure out who murdered the doctor, so. This is more complicated than I initially thought. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on here. One of the things Bryce likes to do with his extra hour of the day is to go to his neighbor's house, take her clothes off, and take pictures of her. To be fair, I guess he only did it once. But he's got the pictures on a hard drive in his dresser. Or nightstand, something like that. I'm sad we didn't see quantum gambling again. I thought I remembered him popping in one more time, but I guess not. Anyway, Bryce, how are you?
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
So yeah, Bryce was super jazzed about having that extra hour initially because he was just, using it to catch up on work and was having a great time. And then he started stealing stuff and, then something else appeared in the extra hour and he started freaking out. What thing, Bryce?
The thing that's following me. It doesn't have a face.
Ah, it's Slender
I saw
Man.
it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
Alright. To be fair, he said she was in her bedroom, so that makes it okay. Yeah, that's how that works. Tommy knows what's up. One that gets an extra hour needs to stockpile them for the one that relives the same day. Just dump them all over there. There you go. There's a day for you. Oh, God. Where do we go with this? Did he say he was worried or scared? I'm bad at the whole text prompt thing. You're pretty much supposed to mirror exactly what they say back into it. Otherwise, they have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm not feeling very well.
Okay, he's not feeling
I tried to
well.
sleep through the
Midnight hour. Okay.
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing. I spied on you, Doctor. You have a strangeness, don't you?
Bryce, what the hell?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
Ah, hell.
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
It came with a job. No, I'm not Dr. Dekker.
I thought it might be a perk. I'm sorry I spied on you. I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms.
Great, now I gotta go in the basement.
Strangeness. It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
I have a dog? What about his dog?
I don't know.
Yes, you do! Okay. You sleep with socks on, weirdo. My secret shame. To be fair, I'd sleep through an extra hour or two. Oh, yeah. This is basically daylight savings, man. Dekker's house?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, let's ask you about the prescription pad.
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
Oh, that's right. He just recently discovered he can teleport too, so that's a thing. Why take one sheet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Literally the prescription pad.
Steal
God.
Dekker's pad. I didn't.
Steal.
I teleported
What else are you
back
stealing?
into the art gallery after our session.
He stole a
In
painting.
the midnight hour. I replaced the painting.
Thank you.
So, I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
Bryce? Don't mind me just failing at drinking through a straw. Borrowing?
I don't know why you're asking me that.
Hate you, Bryce.
I
Okay,
didn't
so what
steal
else? I
Dekker's
didn't steal
pad.
Dekker's
I didn't
pad. I
have
didn't
to.
have to.
If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet.
Is it obvious
Why
that I
take
need to
the
go
whole
after?
pad?
Nope.
Why
Okay.
be that obvious?
Alright.
Well, Kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
Jaya won't tell me. Alright, that's all we've got on prescription pad. How is work?
That's not important, Doctor. I'm not
Alright,
feeling
what else?
very
You're
well.
not feeling well.
I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me.
With its not
Time was
eyes.
still frozen. But I can't
Oh,
escape it.
doomed. Doomed!
It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
What did you do with Dekker?
It wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
Why does it think you killed Dekker?
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
Great.
If only he'd been cremated like you will be. I have a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial. But when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
Well, at least he locked up behind him. I don't know how he escaped.
I have nothing to...
What? Someone took the body? Tool shed.
That's not really...
Oh my god.
If only he'd been cremated like you will be.
I did tell him
I have
that.
a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial. But when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that? It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
Bryce, I don't know. These aren't inpatients, are they? Hope not, if at least one can teleport. Nah. This is just your standard, therapy office. There's a waiting room outside. Some of them talk to each other sometimes. They go out and get lunch. It's a good time. Okay, so you moved his body.
If someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
Just to mess with you. What else does he want? How is Jessica? Maybe he's back from the dead.
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself. Maybe he wasn't dead, just sleeping.
With a paper spike in his heart, as one does. No, the thing isn't Dekker.
And so it is. You worried me then, Doctor. I thought you were starting to believe in the unbelievable too.
Okay. How's Jessica?
I waved back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled. It was bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor. The photos I have of her, I think I'm going to destroy them.
Good.
They're my problem, not hers.
Okay. Bryce is getting a little bit better here. Anyway, he's turned amber here. We are done with him for now. Let's check in with Claire. How are you, Claire?
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Don't lie to
I
me.
killed David. Again.
Yeah,
Like you told me to.
I did. He was a zombie. How'd that go? You killed David again.
With an axe. I got him to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me. I cut off his head.
Alright, there you go. Problem solved.
When I picked it up, it was smiling. Probably a muscle spasm.
Why do you have a machete in my office? Claire? Oh, okay. Lake house.
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat. It would have been an easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and sweating like a milkmaid.
Okay. Blood, stop it! Blood is filed under how are you? Cat.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. What else were we supposed to get from that?
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing
Okay.
cat.
Father.
It seemed like he wanted to give me a piece of his mind, but when he saw the state I was in, he fled. There were no police that turned up. I suspect I've got away with it, at least this second time. Now all that's left is for you to write up my diagnosis. That I'm not sound of mind. That I wasn't sound of mind when I killed David. It's up to you whether you want to mention any of our other conversations. I'm happy either way.
I mean, yeah, I think you're pretty much in the clear here. That doesn't absolve you of anything, but woof. Did you at least bring David's head? You kept saying you were gonna bring him over here, and you have not. I trusted you, Claire. How do I give you a diagnosis? You are not sound of mind.
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it will be fun. For me, at least.
Was that a threat? And then she walks toward me with that. Don't threaten me, Claire.
I don't know anything about that, Doctor.
Yes, you do! Was I supposed to say, no, you are not sound of mind? Okay, well, I guess that... Anyway. Prescription pad.
I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
Who would steal it?
No, Doctor.
Oh my god. Hidden?
That's not relevant here.
Oh my god.
I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away.
Never saw Dekker's prescription pad. Really? You never saw it.
That isn't important right now.
Oh my god, Claire. She just said she didn't see it. Why would I ask her if she wrote death threats on it if she just told me she didn't see it?
I told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
I don't know, but you just threatened to stab me, so... Your stream super died? Oh, Jesus. Alright. What else did it want me to ask? I don't care. Let's see. What else can you tell me about Dekker?
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was the offer?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
Did you agree?
Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
Dekker threatened to kill David?
No. Threats are usually made without the intention of following them through. This is quite the opposite.
Reanimate Dekker.
He called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
Uh-huh. Nothing else we can get there. Alright, let's switch gears to Elin. How are you? How you?
What do you mean?
How are you?
I'm good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that. Oh, I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice. They're cookies.
Oh god, she's gonna kill me! What kind of cookies?
The usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep.
Oh, hell yeah!
Look like you need it.
Let's go! What herbs?
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
Yeah. I know. Feeling better.
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Happy is the only goal.
I don't know what to tell you.
Uh-huh. How's Max doing?
I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
Yeah, you went on a date with him. Yes, you mentioned Max before.
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. Max is 77. He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
Oh, Elin. Shape-shifting for Max. Max didn't die?
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
What usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
Did you poison Max?
No. What do you think I am? Fine. Don't eat them then. I was just trying to be nice.
I don't think we got that last time. Making space cheese on toast. Yeah. You know what? You keep those cookies. Max, old sweetheart.
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
Is that how that works?
Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Dekker's prescription pad.
What about the prescription pad?
Dekker's. Pad is missing.
Yes, I took it. I had to.
Why?
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Take away your gift, huh?
That doesn't ring a bell.
Shut up, Elin. Oh, what else can we get from that? Dekker threaten.
Know anything? Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Okay. Where is the prescription pad? Do you have the prescription pad? Okay. Oh, do you know about the death threats? Alright, that's fine. Okay, I am incredibly distracted. The neighbor dogs are barking a lot. Ugh.
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea. He never said anything to me about it.
Why would he? Okay, Aelin took the prescription pad.
Your patients will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
That was not the appropriate response to what I just told you, but sure, let's talk to Mariana. So yeah, everybody's stuff is still pretty clear here. Mariana's is super blurry. Nathan's is fine. Alright, how are you?
I'm fine, Doctor.
No, you're not.
I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
Uh-huh. No blackouts, huh?
Like I said, I've been fine.
Uh-huh.
Why would someone steal Dr. Dekker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
I think that's not true, but death threats?
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that.
Who took prescription pad?
Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just unfortunate.
I said who, not you. What? You were in my dream.
I don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now.
No, but you were in my dream. None of you are listening to me! I don't know, what do I... Yeah, okay, there we go. You're lying.
Yeah. I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth?
What is the truth?
The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor. Or anyone else. I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours. And people follow me. Even if it's the last thing they do.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that was also the being followed thing. We can ask again, like...
People follow
there we
me
go.
into the sea. I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature.
What creature?
I'm not sure what you'd call
For the
it.
4th time I've asked you.
A wisp? A star? It's so bright and warm and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others. It feeds on them.
It eats people.
The missing people. That's where they go. I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor. The creature. I hear it. It's hungry. Nobody can know. It's our secret.
Our secret, huh?
It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to a creature at the bottom of the ocean? What proof do you have? You can't tell on me. You know what you do to me. When you visit, I let you do it because sometimes I'm ashamed of what I've done. You make me feel like I deserve it.
Okay. Go on. I forgot about this part. To set Ursula on them if they don't get on with it. What do I do? Ugh.
You get inside me, Doctor,
Ah!
and it hurts.
Oh no.
And you don't care.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I don't care.
I don't have an answer for you.
Okay. Let's go
Missing
back to it
people.
eats people. Missing people? Okay.
I can't explain what happened with John. He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean. I blacked out. He'd gone.
Mm-hmm. Swam with you?
Nope.
Blackout. John.
You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing. He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat. The creature liked eating him a lot. But I can't explain what happened next.
John was a cheat. What happened next?
I left him,
I can't explain it, I told you.
and the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him. Lots of holes. His inside is on the outside. Just a ball of tangled worms. And now they're blaming me, but you knew that, Doctor. Didn't you? That's why I'm here.
Very appropriate. Are we back to fetish feet and only stabbing people a little? We sure are. You know it. Worms, huh?
That's not something I don't know.
John had holes in him.
That's an interesting analogy, Doctor.
It's not an
Think
analogy.
I'm making this up?
No. What? Need the Sinistar sounds? Buh. Oh.
I left him to be eaten. And the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him. Lots of holes.
I have not.
His inside is on the outside. Just a ball of tangled worms. And now they're blaming me, but you knew that, Doctor, didn't you?
Oh.
That's why I'm here.
Why are you here?
They think I killed John. John and some others. They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
Alright, chat. What do you think? Yes or no? Oh, hang on. Start the poll! It's an arcade shooter from 1983, but the boss speaks and the lines are just magical. Oh, Lord. Why is she half asleep? She's being seductive. Alright, let's see what this is.
Run, coward.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Alright, we have one vote for no. Alright. But Bacon says yes.
My God.
My God. So that puts us at an impasse here. But I mean, she knows she's killing people.
I'm in danger.
Okay. What do her, solicitors want? Oh, hey, Ryan. I was the one that voted. I was too busy being seduced to really know what was going on. Very good. I did not. I forgot to show it to him. I need to do that tonight. And start moving stuff over. We believe she's mentally unstable. Happy to cover your costs. Okay. I'm gonna tell her she's not insane. Not insane.
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it. Do you think I'm insane, Doctor?
I just said no. No, I don't think you're insane.
I told you how grateful I'd be. But you need to fix my problem first. If they try me as sane, I'll be in prison for a long time. And then, how would you get your reward, Doctor?
You're just gonna feed me to Cthulhu!
They think I killed John.
Did you kill John?
No! The creature killed John.
Okay. That's all we got. And then, okay, we still have something else to hit with what creature?
I'm not sure what you'd call it. A wisp?
She says a wisp or a star.
It's so bright and warm. And
There was
loving.
something from this answer we needed to ask her about.
I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others. It
Eats
feeds
people,
on them.
John. Oh, I need to specifically say feeds on them.
When I look down,
Instead of it eats
I
people.
black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, no blackouts. I can just swim back to the top when it's finished.
Okay. And then she gets mad at us when we ask who took the prescription pad. Angry guy eating bacon. No, it's a keeper from Mass Effect. And he's going, yay!
Wow. That's a low.
Oh yeah, and she's like, I'm not a thief. Thief.
I don't know about that.
Thief. I could spell it right, maybe.
I've got nothing to say.
Okay.
Wow.
Fine. We'll talk
That's a
about low blows
blow,
again.
Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just.
Oh, we need to ask about the loan.
unfortunate.
That was an unfortunate mistype.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane. In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
Okay. You didn't have the money. Couldn't pay back loan. Cured.
I don't have.
What do we? Oh, we still need to get something on feeds on them. Hang on.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after
Yes,
diagnosing
after
me
diagnosing you as
sane.
sane, everything was made up.
In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course,
No
either
proof.
way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money
Asked
back.
for his
and
money
I
back. Okay. Asked for his money back.
didn't. Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castleford. She bought him out.
What?
I owe her the money now.
Huh. Hang on, Mariana, get out. Claire?
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker. I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
Uh-huh. Alright. Claire, get out. Got everybody on standby in the waiting room. She seems stable. Yeah, right? We can trust her. Claire.
She's the woman that took over the loan I had with Dr. Dekker.
Yes?
Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker...
Transferred loan.
I don't know why she did it, but Dr. Dekker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her.
I did. Okay, that sums that up. Still more info to get from feeds on them.
When I look down...
Okay. She blacks out when she looks down. Look down.
You really want to know?
Yeah, what is it? Tell me about the flesh.
If I look down... It's writhing. Just... limbs of people. From the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year. They all look terrified, but somehow... still alive. The creature... it's all... inside them. Poking holes through them that they shouldn't have. It just eats them. Slowly.
Alright, she's done. Does it like techno? Someone who keeps coming halfway in. What the fudge is going on? Okay, so, God. So the previous therapist was murdered. We're talking to all of his former patients and his former assistant Jaya. Because we're trying to figure out who killed him. And we are helping these people. Well, kind of. We are learning about everybody's trauma and why they were coming to therapy in the first place, but also some of them, all of them, believe that they have some kind of supernatural power, some Cthulhu stuff going on. And we also get to determine whether or not we just tell them, you're crazy, stop it, or, hey, yeah, this stuff's totally weird and real, and you have a real power. All while trying to solve the murder. Yeah, there you go. Brood got it. So, yeah. This is Bryce. He has a 25th hour of his day where time just stops. He's also recently figured out how to teleport. We have Claire here, who, her husband was cheating. She murdered him, and then reanimated him, and he was living as a zombie again, and then, he was just kind of degrading, and she was like, should I kill him and put him out of his misery? And I was like, yeah, do it. And so she did. So that's where we are on that. We've got Elin over here, who, is a nurse. She takes care of, hospital people, you know, end-of-life hospice care. She's a shapeshifter. She changes her face and, you know, turns into one of their, you know, beloved family members or something, and pretty much just tells them that it's okay to move on and stuff, and then they die because they get, like, closure or whatever. This is Jaya. This is Dr. Dekker's former assistant. She's kind of scary. And then this is Mariana, who is very clearly some kind of siren, and she's been feeding the monster under the ocean. And then, this is Nathan, whose fiance died in a car crash. several years back, and he has been Groundhog Daying his life for a number of years now. Or at least a little while. That's right, Dekker started that, didn't he? Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Why are there so many pictures on the wall of my mother screaming at me? Alright, Ryan, we'll put you on the schedule. Nathan, how are you?
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker.
That's not what I
Hope you have
asked.
a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
Sure, bud.
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
And that is...
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them. I don't want it to be triggered.
Alright, it's not Neptune. Very good, we'll be here. At least for a little bit. Oh my god, we've already gone over time. I didn't even realize. I thought we were gonna finish the game today. We're getting really close. I mean, let's just keep going, I guess. Let's ask Nathan some more questions before we put him to sleep here. Oh, excuse me, I thought I was gonna sneeze again, but I guess not. The prescription pad's missing.
His prescription pad's missing. The one with all the death threats on it.
Yeah,
Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
probably. No, Elin took it. Tell me about the death threats.
I was trying to find his bloody paper spike to stop him using it in our sessions. I was just going to take it, but one of the other patients walked in on me. I had to improvise.
What did he just admit to?
I was trying to find his bloody paper spike to stop him using it in our sessions.
Yeah?
I was just going to take it, but one of the other patients walked in on me. I had to improvise.
You had to improvise?
Claire Castleford. That's who's been writing the death threats on his prescription pad. I didn't really want to say, but I think people need to know now that it's gone missing.
Claire, huh?
Dr. Dekker told me it was Claire Castleford. He said he knew who the culprit was, but he thought it was more fun that they didn't know that he knew. Madness.
Uh-huh. Nathan says Claire wrote the death threats. I should tell her. Aw, man, what happened to Nathan? Why is he dead? Interesting. Yeah, okay, you go back out in the waiting room. Claire, get back in here. Nathan says you wrote the death threats.
Nathan? I've heard that name before. Is he a doctor too? Once I got here early and there was someone in Dr. Dekker's office. He said his name was Dr. Nathan and that he was a friend of Dr. Dekker's.
No, Nathan is not a doctor.
He said he was returning a psychology book to do with time travel. And then he disappeared. Not literally, Doctor. Through the door. I mentioned it to Dr. Dekker, but he just smirked.
Why are you guys all in his office? What? Siren Lady's called Mariana. She's less Mariana Trench and more Mariana Wench. Hey! Images on the wall right to left. Circle of salt trying to contain the evil of a cat. Alright, that's fair. 2, an x-ray trying to find out if hips do actually lie. Alright. Someone's footprints because that's what happens when painting barefoot. Yeah, I can see that. Dunno, but don't put this under a black light. Interesting. Book about time travel, huh?
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to. Except once.
Except once.
The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
Jesus Christ, Nathan. I forgot about that. Ugh. You made sure Hannah died?
I'm at peace with Hannah now. I can save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes.
I mean, you brought it up, my dude. Nathan clearly had taking notes. The sass. I am taking notes, Nathan.
I can't tell you anything about that.
I know you can't. Oh. God. Okay, there's something else we have to get.
She was legally still alive.
Something else from this response.
Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
Okay, things had changed is what I needed to...
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death.
Huh? Elin took the prescription pad. Shifting gears here. Oh, okay. Alright. Anything else we need to ask him, or can we just go into the word? Okay, so yeah, we need to guess some more planets. Who murdered Dekker? We can ask that. How have things been with Mariana, and then truck driver.
The worst thing about my condition is that people think they're asking me something for the first time. I get asked the same thing over and over again. I've actually lost track of what I've already told you and what you're supposed to know. So what if the truck driver had the same combination of sleeping tablets and alcohol that Dr. Dekker had? That doesn't prove a thing.
Y'all see that? Let me clip that real quick and take a look. How is Mariana?
Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
Interesting.
We went on a date. Well, sort of. She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up. She can dance. I was transfixed most of the night. Next thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward. Do you think Mariana likes me?
Yeah, post the clip, Brood. No, I don't think Mariana likes you.
So what you're trying to say is that Mariana is just using me and has no interest in me romantically whatsoever. Thanks. That helps my self-esteem.
Would you rather be sad or some food for some underwater elder god? Okay, who killed Dekker?
Today, Doctor. Today we will have fun. Other days I've told you who it is. Today you can work it out for yourself.
No.
Maybe that will move things forward for me.
No. Alright, I'm just gonna guess your trigger word then. Saturn. Must crush capitalism. Oh god, Brood. Where did you go, Nathan?
No. Sorry.
Saturn. Oh, I can't just do it again. I should tell Nathan he went into a trance. No, I was not reading your joke. That came through, like, right as I was saying the last syllable.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No. Don't say it. Write it down for me. Thank you. You know, there's something I'm not
No,
been
it's
telling you.
Saturn. Alright, we can accuse. What haven't you been telling me?
It's about time travel.
Time travel? What about time travel? You not... There's something
can't
else
say
we
what it
can
is.
get from the
I don't wanna
keyword.
trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back, I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just needed to do reeling off planets.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay. What else? Pluto?
Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
Yes, it is, Nathan. I'll get you. Alright. The other patients are fading in and out. I thought they came in for chips or something. Oh, no. Okay, so, the significance of that girl is that, earlier in the game today, Nathan, came in and told us that he was feeling a little bit better about the whole, truck accident, fiancé death thing. He wrote a letter to the guy who was driving the truck, and he was going to, start out by saying that he forgave him and all of this. And then he decided, screw that, I'm going to tell him that this is entirely his fault. And, so yeah, he sent that letter to the guy, and, find out in the paper later that the dude had offed himself. Not only that, but, he'd been divorced, and he took his, 7-year-old daughter with him. So, that's why she's there. So guys, what do we think? We can accuse somebody. It was Brood, of course! So I went into the stream today thinking either Claire or Nathan. And then Jaya came in with some things. So those are the three I suspect the most. Claire straight up threatened us earlier. I don't think it's Bryce. It's always the ones you most expect. I'd still be looking for chips though. Yeah, same. You know who it is, but also cheated looking at game stuff. Okay, hang on. Was I right about it actually changing, or was that something that I misremembered? Because... I'm wondering if there's a few key hidden things that will tell me who it is, depending on... okay, it does change. Good. Then there was Elin, who really didn't want to have her gift taken away. The responses are slightly different depending on the killer. Everything is pointing at Claire right now, and that's... or Nathan. Who happen to know the exact, Also, he really wanted Dekker to not use the paper spike. God, I don't know. We do get more chances if we're incorrect. But you know me, being the perfectionist. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna... We can ask Claire and Nathan more stuff. Can we? Ask someone else a question. I mean, all of his stuff just gives us green. Ah, here we go. Do you ever think to drive away from the lorry?
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
Did he lie about the, Oh yeah, why lie about life support? He did lie to us initially.
I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
Except she didn't. Until you went back and fixed it. I really wish they had a thing where you look at the picture of David and it keeps changing. Like, which dev is that? What else can I ask Claire? So we talked about the death threats. We talked about the loan agreement. Ah, there's a question. Why did Dekker want to kill David? I just assumed that was leverage. Yeah.
With an axe.
Yeah, she killed him again with an
I
axe.
think
She
put his head
beheaded him.
on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me.
Forgot to reanimate Dekker. How are you supposed to reanimate him? Going to reanimate Dekker. Yeah, she never exactly. I mean, she kind of told us how she did it. Because she just kind of like willed him to live and then he was fine. Yeah, I really like this game a lot. Like, as frustrating as, like, getting the text stuff, correct can be at times. What happened with the Nushka? Yeah, I did do that one.
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat.
And we asked
It
about her
would have been an
father.
easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and sweating like a milkmaid.
Father was going to chew her out and then saw she was covered in blood and not of the right state, so he just left. Yeah. I think we're done here. I think we just have to, because we've got everybody in Amber here, so we have all of the information we need. Anyway, but yeah, as frustrating as this game can be sometimes, figuring out, like, exactly what to ask, I really, really do enjoy this game because the story is really cool, and, you know, the actors do a great job being creepy and stuff. I want to say it's Claire, and that feels like a red herring, but we gotta guess somebody, so... It's either Claire or Nathan, I think. Saying Claire.
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. If anything, I'm guilty of not bringing him back to life. And that's manslaughter at best. Good luck proving my talent, Doctor.
Alright, we didn't get it. Nathan.
Doctor, really? You said I was guilty yesterday too. And here we are. Again. Nobody's gonna miss him. You've talked to the patients here. He was the problem. He cursed me, I'm sure, and with 2 weeks of straight days after his death. What more proof do you need? I'll tell you what I told the police yesterday. Dr. Dekker phoned me on Valentine's evening, and shortly afterwards, I was standing in his office holding a paper spike covered in his blood. I had no idea how I got there or what I did. I just woke up like that. There was a suicide note, I took it. I'll show it to the police, but not to you. I think Dekker wanted me to kill him. I think he called me and activated some kind of kill switch because he wanted to end it all. That's going to be difficult to prove, but if you're showing them today's footage, make sure you show them the part where you activate me. You failed to do that yesterday. What do I need to say to get you to believe I'm innocent, Doctor? Tell me. We can try again tomorrow.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it, to participate. I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
Terry's been promoted to night sister. She hadn't been in, and I thought she was off sick, but apparently she was on a course. So she's my new boss now. I've already started looking for other jobs. It's no secret Terry hates me. But, you know, got to be positive about it. I could have a completely fresh start. There's a job on the children's ward I'm going to go for.
Oh God, no!
There's no need to go over old ground. I understand. David died when I stabbed him, and everything else since, everything else that's happened, that was all me. David, Anushka's father, Iris. What's next for me, Doctor? How do we cure what I have? By all accounts, and thanks to a very unfriendly jury, it seems like we're going to have quite a lot of time to figure that out.
I think I was in my own head too much, manifesting things that weren't there. But I'm very much an art connoisseur now. It's definitely helping keeping me sane. I realize that I'm a very visual person, and paintings can keep me occupied for hours. I go to Providence whenever I get the time. It's the local art gallery here. The best time to go is late at night. You get the place all to yourself.
Oh God, Bryce.
Ah, you must be the new doctor. And punctual, I see. I like that in a doctor. I think you're going to fit in just great around here. Oh, I forgot. I have a book for you. It's my must-read of all time, and by must-read, I mean you must read it. Yes, this is an intervention. I'm worried about you. You started talking like your patient's ailments are real and believing the stories they're telling you. So I want you to take next month off work, and I won't take no for an answer. Take the tapes with you if you must. You'll see the cracks. Just get better.
Okay. So my patients are more or less fine, but I'm insane. Great. Oh God. That was fun, but yeah, I knew Claire was just there to throw me off. I knew it. But I was gonna feel bad if we didn't guess her. But yeah, Nathan just, Nathan really sealed it with the whole, I don't remember what I've told you and what I haven't, but, just cause this suspicious thing happened doesn't mean anything. Honey hints? Yeah, we only used 31 this time. I think we used like 200 something the first time I played it. Alright. Well done, everyone. We did it. We finished the game. That's a fun little story. I want to play through it again. Don't worry, I'll do it off stream. Maybe take a little time in between, because otherwise the responses are all gonna bleed together here. But, yeah. That was, the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. This game is really, really cool. There is another FMV game I'd like to check out. I think it's got mixed reviews. It's called, Telling Lies. It's made by the same people, I believe. Maybe one of these days we'll play that. I'm not sure. The reviews kind of, kind of are putting me off, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go work on some stuff. So, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Hope you, enjoyed a little bit of that, as weird and confusing as it was. Yeah, I was thinking about doing her story too, but there's not really any variety in it, unfortunately. Yes, Dolly with the melting clocks. Yeah, that'll keep you sane. Dolly and Escher. Anyway, y'all take care, and see you tomorrow for some Toe Jam and Earl.